trying to decide how far back I want to go.
Well, as you can hear, listeners out there, the old motor on the recliner, it's a little slow today.
We're both a little slow today. I think that's just gonna be the theme for today. Is we're not what we once were.
Nope. I haven't even. Usually by now I'm sniffing the bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I might even had a little slit. I watched you pour it, and I was like, "Oh,
Is this a good idea?"
yeah."
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna see.
Well, welcome to the Whiskey and Wine podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
Oh my.
It's been a weekend, my friend.
It's been a weekend. Ooh. We had Maddie's 21er on Friday night.
Yep.
Then I had a dance comp all day Saturday out in Gresham.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And then we went out again last night. You did the birthday on Friday.
Yep.
You were out later than us.
Yep. Little engagement party last night with a former employee at Tap.
Uh-huh.
And then what? You had a fundraiser.
Yep.
And here we are.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. This is my first sip of anything brown since Friday night.
Hopefully you finally got some water in your system.
Nope, this bottle has been... I have taken this bottle with me the rest of the weekend everywhere. I even brought it to Tap for you. We have beautiful Brita filter water, right?
Uh-huh.
Nope, I brought this with me. I was like, I need at least one before I could even have my first beer during the engagement party.
Oh my God, it fucking hurts. Well, so this week we are doing something that was suggested by another of our loyal fans. This is Elijah Craig's Toasted Rye. So it's a 94 proof. It's a straight rye whiskey, finished in new toasted oak barrels.
Oh, dude, it smells freaking amazing.
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm talking myself into this.
Yeah, no.
I love whiskey, but this one hurts today. Cheers, buddy.
All right, cheers. Oh, God, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one to dip the toe in the pool to test the water out.
We could still do this.
Okay. Oh, man.
Oh. Yeah, so I mean, you and I, we're not known for planning ahead on these episodes. So yesterday we were texting various people, seeing if anybody wanted to come on today. Everybody kind of had something else going on, or last minute had something pop up. So it's just you and I. So we came up with, we're just too fucking old for this shit.
Yep.
Remember, I mean, like, when your brain says something to you and it's like, hey, we can do this. Like, we've done this before. And then you get in the middle of it and you're like, hey, brain, I don't remember it working like this. And brain's like, I'm not here right now. Sorry. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah, no, there was some poor decisions made on my behalf this week, and I made a few good ones. But yeah, I'm getting too old.
Oh, the recovery process is too much.
Yeah, Fred, I'm not gonna, air dirty laundry out there, but the establishment that we went to on Friday night, is a divey karaoke lounge, right? But fun. And I've always told people when you go there, not to knock them, but you don't drink draft beer there. I don't think their lines have been clean, and I can't tell you how long. So I'm always like, don't drink, right? Anything out of the draft. Cans, bottles, fine. Liquor, fine. They pour really stiff drinks.
Yeah.
So I got there. I was the second person there because I wanted to get there a few minutes early because there was a decent sized crowd, and it wasn't.
There were people there.
It wasn't like a sanctioned birthday party by any means, and it wasn't really even a sanction. Like, it was an awesome group of people because we had friends. I had some high school buddies that, you know, my dance friends haven't really met over the years.
Yeah.
It was just dance, some personal friends, some tap cuss. It was just you know, it's birthday party but not birthday party because I had people texting me, can I bring a gift? No, I shouldn't. This isn't that.
The gift is a jello shot.
Yes. So I was like, no, you just come, we'll have some drinks, we'll hang out, someone's going to do karaoke, and it will just be chill. So when I got there, I wasn't feeling a Coors Light, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just get Maker's Marks on the rocks.
There you go.
Bucket glass. I like the rocks. They pour heavy. And for some dumb reason, I stayed with that drink until we made our grand exit about 12:30. And I think I got there about 7:45. So, yes, it was just a rough. When I woke up yesterday, I told you I was fully clothed in the night attire from the confused.
The only thing gone was the shoes.
Yeah, I was able to get my shoes. My cell phone was in my pocket down at 23% when I woke up. My watch didn't get charged. I woke up and I could see. I'm blind as a bat for anyone out there that doesn't know. I've worn some type of corrective lenses or contacts pretty much since kindergarten, right? I woke up and I was like, holy shit, my glasses are still on. So I went to try to move them off my head. There was no glasses. So instead of second thought being, oh, my contacts are in, my second thought was, holy shit, I drank so much, I got my vision back. It's a miracle. Thank you, baby Jesus.
The brown water has
literally
healed me.
that was the second thought. And then I could tell my eyes were so dry. I was like, no, my bad. So third possible outcome is contacts are still on there. And for the fast doc. Oh, he's gonna yell at me.
Yeah,
they were so dry. I felt like I was gonna have to chisel them off with a jackhammer. So yeah, yesterday was rough, man. It took everything in our power to make it to the engagement party, and I stuck with lager. I didn't drink any IPAs. I didn't want any other. I figured a nice light 4% lager was about the only high proof octane that I could handle. But I was impressed, man. Maddie and Haley, they rallied and went out last night to do a little line dancing at a establishment over in Tualatin.
Oh God.
And they came home. They were so funny, man. Taco Bell in hand. Cooper was nice. He went and picked them up. He was their personal chauffeur for the evening. He had a house full of kids at the house. Like there was 4 or 5 of them. And comes running in the living room where his keys are hung up. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get the girls. And we're like, oh, okay, bye. And then Katie looked at me and she goes, are the kids staying here? I was like, I don't know. Just wait, give it a few seconds, and we'll see if it's quiet. And I was like, oh, I felt bad. Like they all left because Cooper left. I was like, oh, you guys should have. you're gonna miss a fucking Tasmanian devil shit show here in about another half hour.
Oh.
So yeah, my hat. I realized we are no longer 21.
Yeah, they did it. So they went hard. I mean, Maddie went hard
Oh, dude,
Friday night.
She was so cute. I was kind of just listening and watching, right? Trying to mingle.
Yeah.
And I remember someone, I don't even remember who it was, but someone's like, hey, Maddie, you want a shot? And she looked at them with almost like a plea, like her eyes. She's like, she goes, not right now. She had, I think, 3 tequila shots lined up, 2 seltzers in a can, and like a jello shot or 2. She's like, no, I'm good for a little while.
I could almost hear her liver screaming like,
no. I'm not saying she's a trained professional, but she's a junior in college, Arizona. She's
amateur, like,
amateur level,
pro-am. Yeah.
But the fact that she was like, no, I'm good. Please hold off. I don't need anything right now. I was like, all right, she's gonna have a good night.
Oh God. I mean, we bought a couple of shots. And there was some other people there that bought her some. I mean, like, then just trays of shots start showing up at the table.
I know. I begged them. I went up there. I think it was after Brian's round. So I heard someone say, let's do some more jello shots. So I went up there. I got my bucket glass of brown water. Someone else wanted something. And then I was like, can I just get like 10 jello? I thought it was a nice round number. And they put everything on the counter, and they kind of looked at me like, you got this, right? I was like, oh, can I get a tray? I'll bring it right back. I'm a trained professional. I can handle the tray. And I remember bringing it back to the table, and everyone's like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't know. I just got some things. But apparently, from what their staff told me, I think the next time I went up to get a few more, they were decent jello shots. Like, a lot of times at the bars, right, you do jello shots.
It's more jello than it is shot.
But I could taste the vodka in there, right?
All right.
I could tell it was like a Gordon's level vodka, but I could at least taste the vodka. I went up, I don't know, maybe a half hour later, and I was like, can I get another 10 jello shots? And the lady goes, your group's bought all the jello shots. We're down to 4. I said, well, honey, one in Rome. Put them 4 on a fucking tray. I'm not letting any of these other people get any more jello shots. We're taking them all. So, I don't know. I think everyone had a good time. I've talked to everyone. Everyone made it home safe. We had some backups, you know, the kids with license. They were around close by if anyone needed rides. So.
Yeah, I was the DD for our group, so
that was probably a very good thing.
Light and
that was probably a very good thing.
Yeah.
I saw the lady sitting at the table with we definitely had the girls' table in the middle there, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was definitely so. That table looked like it's where most, if not all, the shots of tequila ended up.
Well, I know at least one shot of tequila ended up all over Michelle.
I did see the one go down.
Yep. It was JoJo was, I guess, trying to like squeeze the lime into it or something like that, and just spilled it. Ends up on Michelle's lap, on her water bottle. So her water bottle now has a bunch of tequila in it.
All right.
And all in her purse. So I am sure that she spent a good portion of yesterday trying to get the smell of tequila out of her purse. So that was my first clue that, all right, so we've probably got about another hour or so that we're going to be good.
Let's start the final countdown right now.
The signal for me to get them the fuck out of there was, I think JoJo went to go sit down on your lap, sat down, and then turned around and realized it wasn't you. So it was just like some tall, skinny dude, and she just sat down on his lap and was like...
I wonder if that was my boy Soulfridge.
I think it was.
Oh, that's frickin' hilarious. I missed all of that.
Like, you're not Mike. And I'm like, ding, ding, ding. There's the signal.
Alex goes, and there goes 20 minutes right off of the final countdown. You guys started at 60. We're down to 40.
Then she was up dancing and everything else. She was doing a good time, but then she starts to like smack random people's butts. And I'm like, yep. No, we're good.
She smacked my butt on the dance floor, and then I grabbed her, and we did a high school dance, I remember. Mm-hmm. My hands went around her waist, and then
You did not leave room for Jesus.
Yeah, no, there was no room for Jesus in between us.
Then and we'll post it on the socials.
I know.
There was, you and I did a Titanic move. Somebody was singing "My Heart Will Go On."
So when that song happens, what do?
You have to go do the Titanic move.
Goddamn right you do. It's actually, I think there's a law. So I was Rose, and you held me. I held you
while I flew.
Yes, dude. We were on top of the world.
Yes, I was on top of the world.
See, my time's all messed up. Right before we recorded, we were just kind of hydrating with some water and talking. I am mad that you guys didn't see my epic performance on karaoke.
Yeah, you were telling me that it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's my go-to, song request any wedding. It's pretty much my go-to only song at karaoke. Every once in a while, if there's a group song, right, I might go up there. But it's my go-to. So we'll do another night.
All right,
and I'll let you watch it live in person.
Well, what is your go-to?
Do Digital Underground Humpty Dance.
Yes.
So I saw a little bit of the video of me performing because it wasn't just singing. It was I danced. I was a triple threat that night. I was singing. I was dancing. I'm not sure what the triple one is, but it will come to me. But I did notice I got a lot of steps in on that song because I worked that damn stage. I think I touched every square foot of stage space. So I was pretty impressed. It wasn't my best performance, but it was definitely, at least a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. I mean, so the energy's there. The lyrics are easy.
Yeah, lyrics are easy.
Did you get all the ladies in the house?
Yeah, dude. I even had some pelvic thrusts up on stage.
Yeah. And then you do, all right, now all the fellas.
Unfortunately, our group, when we were sitting, what was that, to the right of the stage when you were on there, and I'm fairly lengthy guy, so I do remember, I would sing, and then during the chorus, I would reach over the railing and then try to have the people sing, but I don't know if they quite knew what I was doing, so. But it was good. No, it was good times. Good times. I'm glad, like I said, good little turnout, kind of a spur of the moment, just get together, right?
Yeah.
And it was,
no,
fun.
and it
have you been first time there?
First time.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's so close to the house. We used to go quite often during Tapforia's first year.
Yeah.
Just after shift, right? When we had our multiple staff in, we'd kind of go there and blow off some steam and grab a drink, and then kind of everyone would head out from there. So
yeah,
I used to go a few times a week, and then now it's just kind of the place that you go just to blow off steam, or if anyone even remotely is thinking about karaoke, right?
Yeah,
that it's dark. I mean,
yes, it is.
It's a dive lounge. There's no frills. There's some benches. There are booths and one little bar area and one little bathroom area with the pool table. But it's just that, I don't know. It's just that divey little.
And they will not cut anybody off.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the reasons I don't want to say any names, just because, yeah, the things I saw, well, I mean, not including myself, but I was at the bar multiple times, and yes, I was looking, I was like, how are these two still have a drink in front of them? They can't talk. They're I was like, man, this is not quite following all the guidelines, but it's not my place, so whatever.
Yeah. So one of the times I went into the bathroom, and there was a dude that followed me in, and he was so smashed that his mumbling was just like, right, man? And I was like, hell yeah, man. He's like, fuck hell yeah. So I use the urinal. He uses the one stall, and I'm washing my hands, and he goes to turn and walk out of the stall, and he goes fucking face first into the wall, and then has to pull himself up off of that floor that I'm sure has not seen a mop in a hot minute.
Oh.
And he's just like, yes, good time. Yeah, it's a good time. All right, I'm done washing my hands. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I gotta get out of here.
You give me a hug.
No touching.
Got out of there. And so we made a bet that he was definitely the one that was going to go home with the one character that we're not even going to talk about because it's going to be too obvious.
Yeah, if you were there, you know.
Yeah. Yep. So that was the bet, was that person was definitely going to go home with that person that we were all curious about.
Yeah, I wish I would have paid more attention on my way out because I think they
paired up.
Well, I don't know exactly who you saw in the bathroom, but the other person, I know they were still there. So I don't know, like I said, what transpired there, but I don't know. Yeah, no, there was a lot going on.
Good wordplay.
There was a lot going on.
At one point, that person who we're not going to describe at all came up to the group of girls at the table and was trying to like insert themselves into the conversation.
Yeah.
Their skills from Arizona and college and everything else are absolutely at play at this. So they just kept talking to each other, and they just kept looking anywhere but to their right where this person was standing at the table trying to insert themselves into their group. And they just kept going and going, and then finally the person just kind of gave up and walked away. I'm like, you didn't have to bark or anything?
No,
it was impressive.
No, yeah, for the youthfulness at that table.
Yeah.
It was quite, because I was like, I was standing at the booth / table closest to the wall when they walked up, and I was like, oh, how is this going to play out? Because I was like, are they trying to recruit? Because I think the girls already did the boy band song or whatever they did. So I was like, oh, is this person, trying to recruit and get a big group to go up there for karaoke? I was like, don't ask me. Ask me. Because I've had just enough that I would have been like, let's see where this goes. Sure, I'll go do a duet with you. Oh, good times.
Oh, but
I mean, great times that night.
Great times.
Still slow. I mean, it's what one. I mean, I'm damn near day and a half.
Yeah.
And I'm still not fully back to 100% Big Mike.
And all I did is drink Coors Light, but it's just like the Coors Light followed by all day at a dance competition, followed by another night out, followed by fucking Spring Forward.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be, we're touching base on that because we have the same high proof opinion.
Yeah.
That we're going to come and touch on.
Now, like, it's 1 o'clock, and I absolutely have not gotten enough done today. But I don't know that anything's going to get done because my body is just like, fuck you. You got to do something regular on a weekend.
That's right.
And we've got a birthday party here tonight, and like, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, man, you got to get your shit. We already saw the balloons coming in.
God damn it. Fuck, I'm too old for this. Fuck. All right, let's take a quick break so I can
pound some water.
Yeah, I want a little bit of water before we go in for the next little bit. Maybe take a brief nap.
All right, yeah, we can do that. Quick power one.
Yeah, quick power nap. We'll
make sure you not record our snoring.
The second half of the show is just snoring.
Yeah, they're like, wow, that was very weird part 2 of the episode.
Some people listen to us to go to sleep, so maybe that would be like, I'll just put on soft music in the background and we'll just
take a little nap together.
Nap with whiskey and wine.
There you go.
This episode of the Whiskey and Wine podcast is sponsored by Portland Party Bus, Portland's original party bus company, where the ride becomes the party. PDX Party Bus pricing is all inclusive. This means all the hourly rates include all fees and mileage. No surprise charges at the end of your party, just professional staff and a party all along the way. Visit them at pdxpartybus.com and plan your next wine tasting, birthday party, or just a great weekend. pdxpartybus.com.
Good break. Good break right there. A little water. Oh, yeah, sorry. Alex, I hit record. We're back on. We're back on.
I'm good.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
See? Got a little pep in my step, I feel like. I mean, I said a little.
Okay. This fucking, like, the Spring Forward shit is pissing me off.
Yep. Let's just lead right into it. I think that's both of our high proof opinions for this week, right?
All right, high proof opinion for this week. we need to get rid of fucking daylight savings.
It never affected me so much before, but this last year when we had to fall back,
yeah,
dude, it took me honestly 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks to just get it totally screwed me up this year. So it's going to be a little interesting. I like going this way. Only the fact that we lose an hour. I did not. This was the one weekend.
I like.
I did not need to lose an hour.
I like the extra hour of sleep, but the problem is that as soon as that happens, the sun starts setting really early, so that now all of a sudden you've gone from like it's 9:30 and the sun's still up and we're still partying, we're having a great time, to it's 4:30 and it's dark.
Yep.
Fuck this. Now we've sprung forward, so like. You know, the sun sets at 7:10 p.m., you know, after, you know, starting tonight. Like, yeah, that's neat and all, but fuck you. Like, the sun is doing what the sun is doing. We're just fucking with the goddamn time.
Yep, just a little manipulation here and there.
It's not doing us any favors anymore. So fuck you. You know what? You want to get somebody on your side on the West Coast, current government? Fucking let us do what we have already passed in all our legislatures, which is get rid of daylight savings time.
Yes.
In the fucking West Coast. We're done.
I can't so now Madison lives in Arizona.
Yeah.
They don't do this, right?
Right.
So 6 months of the year we're on the same time. The other 6 months we're an hour behind. I know it's not that big of a deal. You know, we have family on the East Coast.
But keeping track of that bullshit?
It's that's the hardest part. It's like, all right, hold on. Where are we in the year?
So, Maddie, your flight is at 11 o'clock, but we're after spring forward, so now so I need to remind you, you know, this time now. And like, motherfucker.
So at least we're now back on the same time as them, so that helps. But like I said, it's only for 6 months. And I'm a little slow, so by the time I realize it, then we change back, and then I'm all fucked up again. So I don't know. We need to reevaluate some things. So I liked your thing. If you want to get some West Coast people on the bandwagon,
yeah, you want us to hate you a little bit less? Just go ahead and say, you know what? You guys get to do what you want with your time, and we're just going to be like, all right, congrats. Everything from the Rockies West, one time zone, no daylight savings time. Fuck it. We're just doing this.
Yep.
This, amongst other things, is how I know I'm getting too old for this shit. Like, I'm grumpy about daylight savings time. Like,
no.
I always made fun of, like, my grandparents or my dad when they would whine or bitch and moan about, you know, like, oh, I need a nap in the afternoon, or fuck daylight savings time. Like, what the hell? Like, just get used to it, you old fogey. Nope. now I'm the old fogey.
See, we're there, buddy. We're there.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, when I saw this on the schedule, I was like, this is the weekend I cannot afford. My body cannot afford one less hour. Literally. It could have been any other weekend, and I still would have been angry.
Yep.
But not this angry. I was like, for the love of God.
Please.
Yes. Poor Maddie. She had to register for... Oh, my God, what? Oh, my God, yeah, she just registered for her first semester, her senior year. And, well, she's home for spring break now, so she had to do it, and this was before the daylight savings. So
so we're not on the same time.
So she was so angry. She had to wake up, I think it was like 6:45 a.m. the other day, so she can register for her classes. And she was funny. She's like, man, I'm going to complain to someone. I was like, hey, dude, you can call corporate. You got to get on this is horse shit. But she was like, son of a bitch. She's already not a morning person.
Yeah.
But now an extra hour just so she had all her classes pending in the cart. I feel like it's kind of gone leaps and bounds from our days of
filling out the bubble sheet.
Yep. So she kind of had everything in her little shopping cart, quote unquote, right? So she just had to wake up, keep refreshing. As soon as the clock struck the time, hit submit, bada bing, bada boom. She still didn't get everything. She was so pissed off. So that's starting an email, a whole new email next week with School of Business and some other people. If any of you listen out there, I'm warning you right now. You're going to see some emails coming through for my daughter. And I don't know how nice they're going to be. But yeah, she's like, damn this time difference. I was like, I know, see?
Oh, I'm just crying for you, sweetie. Just crying for you.
So yeah, no, we gotta do something. I feel like this is very just...
It's archaic.
It is.
That's my big word of the week is archaic.
Oh, dude, that was good.
Yeah. That's all the brain power I've got today. Thank you very much. Good night.
And that's it. Thanks for tuning in.
I mean, shit. We went hard for Battle and Bond. We did so good.
Dude, I was quite impressed with that. First episode turned out amazing. I am a little curious to hear the second. I might actually go back and re-listen to some of the first episode just to see how different, if at all. I don't know. Have you listened to the second one yet?
I'm halfway through editing the second one.
Well, then I don't even want to ask because I don't want you to spill any secrets, but it will be interesting to see.
The amount of slurring?
Yes.
Yeah. It's there.
Good.
It's there.
Well, that'll be good. See?
So if you haven't
very fun episode.
If you haven't listened to these yet, go hit those. There's some little stories on episode 1 and some other good stuff on episode 2. So
and episode 2 is really important because we already crowned the champion of round 1.
Yep.
Right? So now you guys have to see who gets the crown
round
championship for round 2. And then we have just some special stuff happening.
Yeah.
For the overall grand champion.
Yep.
So
special guest star.
Yeah. Kind of not planned at all. We actually hatched this idea at our final break in between bottles 2 and 3.
Bribed somebody to help.
Yep. So no, I can't wait for that one to drop.
Yeah. No, that was a good time. I'm looking forward to. I would really want people to start suggesting what we need to do for another round of that. But here's the other thing that I realized this weekend. We're now at the 1-year anniversary of Jordan and Andy.
Are we really?
Okay.
Okay.
So we need to get them back on for season 3.
Did you you plant any seeds? Weren't you with them last night?
Yeah. Well, I was with Jordan, and I believe negotiations are going to be a bit more difficult for a third version with them.
Okay.
And we've got some other guests coming up that might be a lot of fun. So we're starting to get there. Traction is happening.
Yep.
But again, you don't listen to it for us. You listen to it for the fun guests.
What are you talking about? I thought they listened for our expertise of bourbon reviews.
Yeah, definitely.
Brown liquid good.
This brown liquid less good. And we've got one coming up that is going to be fucking awful. We already know it's awful. It's a found thing somebody found in like a box.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be fucking awful. Like my fear is it's gonna be right up there with Malort.
Well, yeah, and the way that we acquired this bottle, I asked if they wanted to partake in it, and they said,
"Fuck you."
Yep, have at it. It's all yours. So. It's going to be interesting, but we're saving that one for a few. We have to do a little play with words on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, we're planning. We got to get who we're hoping for today on the schedule. So that way, because we've already touched base on what they were doing prior to the event. So now that the event has taken place, I feel like we need to, finalize, put a bow on that.
Yep.
And close out that storyline. So no, I think we're like you said, traction is definitely.
We're not an unfun time, people.
No.
You will enjoy your time in the studio.
So, and then this one we're just gonna touch base real, but this one also it's coming out on a special date.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's coming out on your big 3-0 for birthday, right?
Yeah, definitely just 30. No, I'm 29 again.
Oh. the old 29 again?
Yeah, 29 again. I'm good with 29 again.
So that's right. See, when this one drops, and it's not just like, this drops on the actual birthday.
Happy birthday, me.
That's right, buddy.
March 19th.
See?
So if y'all got something you want to drop off at my house for a birthday present, you go right on ahead.
Yep. Taforia also acts as like a UPS store. You can drop anything off over there.
Yep.
I'll make sure it winds its way up here when we record next.
If it's a flaming bag of poop, I'd prefer you not deliver it, though, Mike.
No, I'll let the fans drop that off at either business next door to either side of Taforia. It's a flaming bag of poop. So yeah, happy birthday, buddy. I know it's a little I know it's a little early, but
right,
since this is getting dropped on your see, we'll do a little
cheers.
You got any plans? We doing what you got?
No, that's the thing. Is it's an unimpressive birthday. I'm fascinated to see what my bride will get me for my birthday. I've given her a couple of ideas. And in fact, just a few days after my birthday is my favorite holiday of the year.
Oh, right before?
Steak and Blowjob Day.
Oh, yeah, National. That's right. That's a good one.
Yeah. Now, I imagine that the ability to convince people that it's a real thing is difficult. Jordan and I worked last night on convincing everybody at the table that it's a real thing. Its Google presence is not great so far, so we need to work on making
They need a little traction.
Yeah, it needs a little bit more, but like the description is very short and I appreciate that. Like National Steak and Blowjob Day, a day to enjoy a good steak and a good blowjob.
All right.
Like, but you don't need anything else besides that.
There we go.
It's coming up just after my birthday, so I think as long as we celebrate those 2 days, my year is made.
There you go. Man, you got a fun little birthday. You got that, and then you have St. Patty's Day, too, right before?
And, the Players' Championship right before that for me, and then the Masters just a couple weeks after. I mean, it's a good stretch of the calendar as far as self-gratification goes.
There you go. When is the Masters?
It's beginning of April this year.
All right.
Yeah. So.
All right. We'll see. Big things coming up, right? We got big things coming up.
I did not, unfortunately, get that whole food thing that I've gotten the last few years for the Masters. It's called the Taste of the Masters, where they like send you the chips and the cups and the 3 tubs of food, but I figure I know how to make a pimento cheese.
Okay.
That's easy. I've learned how to do that. Egg salad it's a personal preference. I'm going to do it the way I like it, which is just a shit ton of mayo and eggs and, a few spices. And then the pulled pork sandwich, I've gotten really good at pulled pork this year, so I can do that as well. So if you're looking for something to do for the Masters, we can watch Sunday final up here, and
I'm looking at my schedule right now.
Mm-hmm.
What would that be? April 6th?
Hang on, I'm pulling it up. I thought it was okay. Come on, phone. Do what you need to do.
Just don't say the 13th, because if you say the 13th, we just realized that we're going to be up in the Couve.
Oh, yeah, it's April 10th through the 13th.
Well, actually, that's fine, because
the 13th might be okay.
That's going to be a final awards and whatever they do. What's the showcase?
Oh, yeah.
So why don't we just plan? I mean, I'll confirm. Actually, I'll on my way home, I'll call Cooper, because that's the company.
There you go.
He does their traveling with them, so. He just came back from Oklahoma City.
Oh, glorious.
Touring with that company. It's so funny.
I mean, the worst part about that is that you get good barbecue when you go there.
Yeah.
But it's still fucking
The funniest
Oklahoma
part
City.
it was done at a theater.
Oh.
The competition. So.
Not a hotel.
No. So they stayed at the hotel, and then they had to van and bus the kids in, right? Well, all the employees.
Yeah.
to it, and then they would do it at the theater, and then they would go back. So Coop was like, yeah, no, they were long days.
Yeah. There's no escape. Like when it's at one of those convention centers with a hotel attached, you can escape back up to your room for a couple of minutes. You know, take a dump in your own room, maybe take a brief like hour nap or something like that. When you're stuck at a location the whole time, it just sucks. It's like going to these high schools for high school dance competitions. My dad came to this last one this weekend because he decided to sponsor the dance team, and he wanted to see what they were doing, and he's never really experienced it. So he came, and he's like, so wait. Yeah, it's good. It's just not tracking.
All right. I got scared for a second.
Yeah, no, it's still counting up, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Up is it. All right, sorry.
So he goes, wait, so you're at this high school all day long, sitting in the bleachers, on the hard plastic bleachers with no knee room until it's all done? I'm like, yes. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes we get lucky and there's a break where, like, they've danced and then there's, like, awards and an hour and a half, and then, you know, so we can go run off and get lunch and a couple of drinks.
Yep.
But not for this one. We're just stuck here at this high school the whole day with whatever food they have to offer and everything else. And he goes, and you do this, like, every weekend? Like, yeah. And here's the thing, Dad.
We pay.
we pay to do this, and competitive dance through the studio is 10 times worse than this, because some of them can be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and none of them get done before 10:30 p.m., and then you're back at it at 7:30 in the morning. So this is the good version of dance at high school level. The bad version is when your entire weekend is sucked up and you have to get a hotel room just for Vancouver, because it's just easier to go to bed right there and then wake up right there.
It took me a season or two to figure that out. But yes, when they're not getting done until around midnight for final awards.
Yeah.
And then they have to be, like, not only up, but up, dressed, awake enough to, like, move and to have breakfast and then be downstairs by 7. I was always like, why are we getting a hotel?
Yeah.
We live 30.
We could drive this. We could. Nope. No. Never mind.
Nope.
It's a fucking brilliant idea.
No. I became a fan quick. It took me, like I said, a little ways to wrap my head around it, but I get it now.
Yeah, so he was shocked by that. And I said, no, this is what we have been doing for the last decade. So when I say we're not available to, like, have dinner or come out to the farm or go do something with you, this is what I mean. Like, when you're done with this, he stayed to the end, to the awards. He gave her a hug, everything else, and then he dipped out. I'm fairly certain he probably iced his knees last night just sitting in those. Like, it's just brutal sitting in those things. The convention center in Portland, no better. There's nowhere to sit.
No, and it's what kills me there is the concrete floors.
Yes.
Once you're in, seating's good. It's just those really, really hard plastic chairs, but they have, like, 3,000 for the 300 people, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's all the downtime in between, and
you don't want to sit inside where they're performing all the time.
No.
So then you go out into the hallway, and all there are is the window seats.
Yeah, which are concrete.
Yep.
And then what they call is carpet. It's about the thickness of a debit or credit card. That's literally glued onto concrete.
Yep.
And then the kids will want Dutch or Red Robin or Burgerville.
Uh-huh.
Well, those you have to walk outside for. So once again, you're on concrete. Dude, my legs, it's like Disney weekends when we leave that.
Oh, yeah.
My feet pulse at night. I'm like, I did 25,000 steps. at a thing that I was gonna just sit and watch.
Yeah. How the fuck? No. There's got to be a way to make a shit ton of money off of this. Maybe just like set a food truck out there and just be like, we'll deliver to the front door. All you have to do is walk out to the front door and we'll whatever you want. Here's what we're going to have. We're going to have buttered noodles.
Yeah.
We're going to have
some chicken fingers.
We're going to have Coke and Diet Coke and that kind of stuff. And then we'll have a few adult things like you want a Caesar chicken wrap so that you feel like you're eating good or something. We'll have that. And every price will just be $10.
Yep. Across the board.
$10 for every meal. And, we'll make money on some. On the smoked brisket sandwich, we'll lose a little bit of money, but that's okay. And we'll just sit out there and we'll just be like, we take cash, Venmo, or lap dance.
And bourbon.
Oh, all right. No lap dance, just bourbon.
Well, I'll take a lap dance with some bourbon. Oh, wait, sorry. Sorry. I got carried away.
God. We've been doing it for so long. We're so fucking burned out on it that at this point, we're finding really stupid solutions to a problem that we've dealt with for a decade.
Yep. No, I hear you.
We're too old to be walking around on the fucking we're just too fucking old for this shit. We can't drink with the young ones. We can't walk through.
We can't walk with the young ones.
Yeah, like there's all these things that just don't work. Like there was one song. So "Get Low" came on at Maddie's birthday at the place we were at, and so I went out there and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna show him I can still get low." And I'm twerking a little bit, shaking my butt, and then I get low, and they're all like, "Yeah, you go!" And I get low, and then I had to get up.
Yeah, you're like, shit.
Oh fuck. So there was like this little bounce up. Oh, okay, I made it. I didn't have to like get down on all fours to get back up.
Do a rollover. Get to the stairs for leverage to boost yourself up.
Or just be like, Mike, pick me up. But the fact that like I used to like I'd get real low and really impress people when I was younger. Nope. Now it's like, this is a problem.
I
got low,
Houston,
and now I'm still low. I want to get back up.
I love it.
Holy crap!
Oh, I'm almost out.
Well, so Brian suggested a different Brian, not Battle and Bond Brian, but our other buddy Brian suggested this one last time I saw him down at Tap.
Oh, yep, I remember.
And so I had looked it up on the OLCC. So this is the Elijah Craig toasted barrel toasted rye. So it's just a straight rye in their fun little toasted, like the heavily toasted barrels. And I looked it up. It's available basically everywhere. There's, a dozen bottles here, 6 bottles there. There weren't any bottles at my local place, but there's some up near you.
Okay.
I just happened to be out in Gresham yesterday, and so on the way home, I was like, I need to make one stop. It is 3 minutes from here, and then we'll go straight home. And I picked it up, and because I knew I wanted to have it, because he said it's as good like daily drinker. So I picked it up, and then I also picked up, they happened to have like a store pick single barrel from Elijah Craig as well, which we've got to be careful with those store picks.
Yeah.
Because it's not a relatable thing for most people across the world. But it's only the second Elijah Craig we've done in 66 episodes.
See?
We've only done one before.
All right.
So Elijah Craig in general, readily available.
Yep.
This one, in fact, is pretty readily available too. So
it was darn tasty. I forgot to ask you before we got on the mic. What was the price?
Under 50.
Okay.
So, reasonably priced. Not bottled and bond reasonably priced, but still reasonably priced.
Dude, it is smooth. I'll be honest. When I actually came in here today, I told you after the weekend I had, I was like, oh, God.
We have to do brown liquid.
Oh, this is going to be rough.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 94, so it was damn near what we were drinking with all the bottle and bond stuff. But I'll be honest, it was really smooth.
Really smooth.
Super, super smooth. Some good flavors. Not hot at all. I thought even if it was going to be 50%, I figured I'd be barking on the first sip or two just to try to. Dude, this thing was exactly what I needed to venture back to the brown water.
Yep. I fully agree. Like, just gentle in the proof is still damn near 100.
Yeah, no, it's right there. It's knocking on the door.
But it's not so much that, like, the raw top of my mouth that I, torched with chicken wings last night at a different tap house. I'm sorry, I cheated on you.
Hey, fundraiser. It's all good.
Fundraiser. So, top of my mouth is just raw as shit. And so I was like, fuck, if I put something really hot in there today, it's going to be a bad day. And nope, I'm just sitting here and I'm enjoying the flavors kind of melding over the hour. I'm really honestly impressed.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty balanced with the toasted oats, the rye. Like, it was subtle enough that you got some sweetness, right? I don't know. I can't quite determine if it was, a little honey sweetness or some type of cinnamon and sugars, but it was a good one. It got everything flowing again, man. The joints just are feeling good.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I have to rush home and now go grocery shopping because I promised my beautiful bride we would do that before we have a little family dinner. But I'm feeling good about the second part of the day.
Yeah,
so maybe this is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Get a little Aleve on board, maybe.
Yeah.
I've got some fiber pills downstairs. I think I'm going to put on board just to make sure things are going to get moving again. On that
get everything
respect.
Flowing in the right direction.
But this was a good way to the second half of the day I know is going to be hard because eventually there's going to be a dozen girls that are all around 16 hanging out at my house, which is, there's pluses and minuses of that. Like I love that she's having a party, but when Jackson has a dozen of his buddies over, there's one version. This is another version. And I know it's the beginning of this version for McKenna. Like, it's going to happen more often with more of her friends able to drive. They're going to start showing up at our house more often.
Yep.
Especially with Jackson going off to college next year.
The changing of the guard.
Yeah. So, I get it. Like, this is going to be a normal thing more often, but it's just a different energy. It's just different. So the fact that this has, we're going to call it lubricated the joints.
Yep. I agree. That's a perfect.
I feel like I can get out of a chair without making an old man noise today. Here's my problem. This is actually legitimately good, but I don't know if it's so good that it's just because it has made me feel like I've got hope for the rest of the day. Like, I don't know if I'm thinking platinum because it's given me hope for the rest of the day.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Or just because.
From where we started?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started pretty low, my friend.
Yeah. There was a lot of bitching and moaning getting up here today. Like, the advantage is it's a couple of hours where you and I sit up here. And today we watch golf.
Yep.
And we drink and we just chat. And there's literally no responsibility except putting voices out into the microphone.
That's it.
I don't know if that's why I'm so high on this or if it legitimately is so good that I think it's actually a platinum. That's where I'm at.
That's right.
I need you to bring me down to reality.
I had to take one more sip.
You want a little more?
No, God, no. Because grocery shopping is going to get delayed and I'll be in deep trouble. So you brought up a lot of valid points. I am trying to weigh this now. So considering where I was at to where I'm at currently, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hold out. It's not going to get a platinum from me.
Okay.
I think it's high gold, and I'll tell you the reason why.
Okay.
I do like the flavors. Like I said, it's a little sweetness on the old palate. Mm-hmm. You can definitely taste the rye, the toasted oats. It hasn't really. It opened up a little bit, but it maintained pretty good. I feel like that last set. I mean, I don't know. How long we've been going? We're probably around an hour right now.
Yep.
So we're at an hour, right? It's lost a little bit, but nothing that, would be something that would bump it any down for me. But yeah. I'm just thinking, for what it is, for some of the other things that I've tried that I've also given high golds, I don't know if it gets the high notch. I know the listeners out there are wanting that platinum. I just don't know. I feel like if I gave this a platinum and then if I revisit it on a day that I'm not so
broken.
Low. Yeah. So I'm on the fence. Or I was on the fence earlier, but I feel like knowing me and knowing how everything was going this weekend, I feel like a high gold, I mean, that's probably where it's at.
All right.
It's super solid. I know there's going to be some listeners that's upset that
I threw out the P word and it didn't get there, huh?
Nope, I'm locking in high gold. Like I said, which is phenomenal because this is on par with. I mean, you look at some of the other high golds we had, right? It's our second highest award. I do like the availability. I do like that it's under 50. I mean, it was probably right there. We should come back to it at a later date, not even on a podcast episode.
Just have a little bit
and see if we need then like an
asterisk.
Yes, just to see. But like I said, I was at a low point. Hell, I might have got this high if I just drank this whole thing of water today. So I mean, that's the only thing that's holding me back. So I'm locking in high gold because I think that is a very solid. I mean, in our grading system, that's pretty much an A, right? The platinum is the A+. You got everything right.
You get to sleep with the teacher.
You did the extra credit, right? Like the reason we haven't given a platinum yet is because we haven't had a platinum. But this is an A bottle in my view.
Yeah.
And the fact that it is, my sweet point. I love those $50s and $60 bottles, right?
Yeah.
I just really, I feel like there's a
Bang
lot of
for your buck.
I feel like there's a lot of 80 and 100s that don't live up to some of the stuff that we've had.
Yeah.
And then there's that super rare stuff that's, at the bottom of the line that people get worried about. And I'm not going to beat the dead horse, but I mean, we've had some 17, 18, and 19 bottles that are fucking phenomenal, right?
Yep.
But I do like that 50 to 60 price point. I think there's so many good things out there.
The companies that can do something on a regular basis with just the same process that is repeatable.
Yep. Consistent. Right.
We can. There's a few things out there that we've tried that are just phenomenal, but you can't find it, or it's a one-off, or it's something like that. Like if you can do it one time, bitch, do it again.
Do it, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, and this I think is one of those where this is a regular distribution. It is in most liquor stores in our state where things fucking disappear left and right to the point where our liquor commission has to have a lottery for the really rare shit, the stuff that doesn't show up in our area that often. So that being said, like I stick by my, like, it's fucking so close to a platinum for me, just because it hits that. It's warm front and back. Its flavor is really nice. I'm really liking the ryes lately because oftentimes they take something else from the barrel. Mm-hmm. So it's so close to a platinum for me. I'm sorry, Fast, that this was a recommendation from Feeney that almost got a platinum, but God, I'll go high gold, but it's a fucking asterisk. Like
I said, we'll come back to this.
We'll just have this for just a shits and giggles drink. So now that I know that I can find this on a regular basis, I think this is going to become kind of like my Sagamore rye.
Okay.
That's just like a good, like, I just need a drink tonight. And it will be solid. It will do what I need. And it's not going to require me to have like a whole thing, like a whole production around like,
I want
oh my
bottle
God,
and glass.
like I'm opening up something that is supposed to be fantastic and I should really enjoy all the no, this is just, it's just good.
Yep.
Really good. So high gold for me.
Boom. There it is. It's in the books. Where's my glass?
Boom.
All right, buddy. Well, I feel like we did good. I'm feeling a little better.
I was a little worried about how we were going to get through this one.
I'm going to feel better when I get home from grocery shopping and things are unloaded.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm feeling good.
Yeah. So if you've got nothing going on later this evening, if you want to come help me survive a bunch of around 16-year-old girls partying at my house, please feel free to come over.
Yep. I'm looking at the phone lines right now. They're not lighting up.
No. Okay, Mike.
Yes.
If you're not doing anything later this evening, do you want to come over and either watch sports or play video games up here so that I have a reason not to be down in the mix of that?
How long is this gathering happening?
So they're spending the night.
Oh, geez.
So if you want to just come over for the evening.
All right, maybe a little after the family dinner.
Yep. If you want to just come over, I'll have a little bit of pizza left over, likely. Because it's not like when the boys come over and it's like fucking hyenas.
No, yeah.
They'll eat pizza. They'll probably destroy a good portion of the pizza and some of the cookies and everything else that comes over. But then it's just going to be a whole lot of screaming going on down there.
The old decimals are going to be out of control.
I think I may turn off a breaker or two once in a while just to make them really scream.
There you go.
But I could really use some emotional support.
All right, well, let me, I'll get through the second part of my day, and I'll send you a text.
If you leave me hanging, I'm texting Kate.
All right.
Oh, shit. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to an episode of Old Guys Barely Making It Through a Fucking Weekend.
Yeah, well, and Daylight Savings.
Yeah, and dance comps, and 21ers, and... Holy shit. If you're struggling to make it through a weekend, which is 2 fucking days, welcome to our club.
There you go.
Welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Club, where we need whiskey and whining to fucking survive a weekend. Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, make sure to follow us on Instagram. Check out the website. There's still merch available. I think I'm going to try and work with Mike here after we're done to set up a pop-up shop at Tapforia for one of these days. I'll just show up with a crate full of shirts, and if you want to stop on by and pick something up and stickers, all of that kind of fun stuff, we'll have it all available. And, I'll sign it. Mike will sign it. You can be famous.
Yep, that's right. Limited edition 1 of 1.
Yeah, remember, you got to get in early on the rookie cards.
Yep, always got to get in early.
Well, check us out. See if you guys want to pick anything up, and let us know what you want to hear on a future episode, because we've got ideas. Most of them are shit.
Yeah, good percentage.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
Whiskey and Wine podcast is brought to you by Tapforia, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house. Founded in 2014, Tapforia has 28 taps, including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they are a bottle shop as well now? Stop in for a pint, glass, growler, or a 4, 6, or 12-pack of the latest and greatest offerings of our local breweries. Located on Highway 99W in Tigard. Visit tapforia.com and follow them on social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapforia, craft beer and wines.